Good evening, guys. So today is currently Sunday, another new week. So, this is like the beginning of the week. So we definitely want to do our weekly forecast for the week and what we are expecting, what we are likely to see this week. So without further ado, let's start with the most important. The first thing, let's see, the first thing we always want to check our forest factory to know if we have any of the three big news this week. So, yeah, I already checked it earlier, but for the purpose of this video, we just have to do our due diligence. Yeah, so we are currently like in the third week of August. Crazy that we haven't seen any trade this month, like since the first week. Now we're in the third week and we are yet to take any setup. So, but let's just go through. So, we have this week, we don't have rest for that news on Monday, Tuesday, just on Wednesday, which is FOMC meeting minutes. It's not actually the true FOMC news. It's not one of it's like this is not the big three FOMC. This is just like the meeting minutes. So there's there's no much impact as like FOMC. You might just see the impact on maybe the 1 minute time frame, but it's not this thing. Then we also have like yellow folder news on Thursday, then on Friday we don't have any news. So this week might be a slow week or not. We don't actually like use the news to determine if it's going to be a slow week or not. I've seen days, I've seen weeks that there not much news, but price still moved. But like this, like our roadmap to volatility, we do have red for that, orange for that news, so that is good for us. The price is taking to move. So without further ado, let's up onto the chart. So okay, let's just wait for this to load. Yep. So currently we've been waiting for BTC to come into our level, but that has like waiting for setup is crazy, man. Imagine if like it takes a lot to be a swing trader. So, but let's just look at what we do have for the week. So if we don't do this, maybe next month, but likely we are likely going to go down from here because I actually like what I'm seeing on the weekly time frame. So on the monthly, we are still bearish as usual. We have bearish bias. Then on the weekly, you can see what I said. That I love what I'm seeing on the weekly. You can see that currently we are just consolidating, which is very good. So I just want to just see price manipulate into the monthly fair value gap and then start distributing down. So like I love this consolidation that is happening here, but I don't want it to be for too long. I want it maybe likely this week that we're entering. I want to start seeing price moving to the upside. At least we can take like good buys on the daily time frame. If price starts going up, like start seeing price going to the upside, yeah, it's not bad. But I actually love the consolidation, but I don't want it to be for so long because it's playing with my emotions. But yeah, so if we start seeing like daily fair value gap here, let's say we create the first one, then we now create another clear one, then I can take that buy before we then tap into our monthly level. So I'm interested in the second FVG that is going to form if we are going up to that place, or likely maybe the and also maybe another one that forms before we tap into that level if we do retrace back into it before we tap there. So before we now start looking for sales to the downside. So crazy and it's so this is all I have for like BTC. So I'm still bearish from the monthly time frame, but we can take those short-term buys if we see confirmed this year. So I love the consolidation, but it should not be for too long. I want to start seeing manipulation to the upside. I want to start seeing daily fair value gaps to the upside, price going towards that um monthly fair value gap, and it's going to be a very good sell. So now on gold, now this is where we have to be very 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 technical about it. Like now I love what is happening. I love the disrespect. Like currently I was looking to sell from this monthly level, but then price, we'll see the disrespect on the weekly and on the daily time frame, but then price started disrespecting this level and we are currently trading above the fair value gap. So now here's the thing that I actually want to see. So we have this weekly fair value gap that formed. We also have this previous week's candle that closed above this monthly fair value gap, like if you're looking from the weekly time frame. So but now we have this weekly fair value gap here. Will I just start looking to buy from here? No, no, I don't want to do that, because at the end of the day, the way the third candle close, that's weekly fair value gap, the third candle, the way it closes, it's closed as if it's like rejection. It's a rejection, and this, I want to see clear direction that we've started buying, and I want to see that clear direction on the daily time frame. So currently on the daily time frame, there's something that is actually happening on the daily time frame. Sorry, my network is um, let me put this back. Okay, so should be back up now. um yeah, so let me mark that this level right again. So currently on the daily time frame, currently now, consider last week we traded into this daily fair value gap and we respected it. If you even go to the 4 hour time frame, you can even see that we've started creating 4 hour fair value gaps. Like yeah, if you go to the 4 hour time frame, we created 4 hour fair value gaps, like out of that daily level, out of this daily level. So we created 4 hour fair value gap out of this daily level. So if I was actually like on the charts that day, I think I would have taken a setup, but it's not going to be valid. So why would I take a setup that is not actually like valid? So like I said, if I want to start buying gold, I want to see clear direction. So either two things, maybe we tap into this weekly fair value gap and then um we then create like a daily fair value gap, then I can then take that daily fair value gap to the upside, or we start going up and we start creating clear fair value gap. I will take either of these two scenarios. So the thing is that I just want to see daily fair value gap forming above this monthly fair value gap. I want to see like above here. I don't want to see any daily fair value gap being traded within here. I want to take daily fair value gap that are being traded, that are being formed above that daily fair value gap. So that is the only thing. So this week, hopefully this week, we might get a setup, or we might start forming setups for next week. So these are like two possibilities that may happen. I'm so sorry. So it's just for me to keep waiting, just wait. But I love like what is happening on gold. Like I love that we had this strong bullish movement out of that level. So this is when I want to buy. So now on silver, now silver is weaker than gold. Like unlike 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 gold, we are still in this monthly level, and we have SMT at this low. Because um if you look at gold, if you look at gold, you probably notice that this this candle this candle did not sweep this other candles low like it did here on silver. So like let's just look at it so you see it. So you see that we have SMT at this point. So you can see that gold is actually stronger than silver. We have SMT here. So now, so if for example, like now we have this weekly fair value gap, and this is like a long range that we want to see price disrespect. The only thing we can maybe see is maybe if price comes into it, trade up and then start coming down, and we want to see the same thing happen on gold. So if gold actually creates this pattern, like it comes into the weekly fair value gap, then go up, sweeps that high and start printing bearish fair value gap, then I want to see that happening on silver, that I will then take shots on silver. But if we start creating bullish fair value gap, I'm buying on gold rather than buying on silver, because now currently silver is actually more weaker than gold. So these are things I want to see. I want to see price maybe, like, because if I'm saying that I want to see price, like it can happen in one candle, there is no doubt, but this is a very wide range. Like if you go to the daily time frame, let's see, that is a very wide range for me to like I want to wait for price to completely disrespect. It can happen. If price actually completely disrespect and then start creating daily fair value gap, I'm interested in taking it. But what we am seeing on gold is like I'm seeing strong bullish momentum. So I actually just want to see maybe price come into this weekly level, then go up, sweep, and then start printing bearish fair value gap. I want to see that happen on gold. Then then I'll not be interested in taking shots on silver. So it's just for me to, so I'll be using gold as like my control pair to know that I'm going to take trades on silver or not. So it's just to just see what gold does. But I pray that we just get like bullish cap, because when we've been enjoying for like so long, like we haven't taken any like setups since July and this August now. But I'm not stressing about it. I just know I just have to wait for my setup to show and then I take it. But let's just look at volatility, this volatility here. So I was looking at to keep on selling because we were sweeping here, we were sweeping this high, so the net draw liquidity is that low, this low here. So currently now on the weekly time frame, you can see that we are no longer moving towards that objective again, because now this candle, our current candle now is sweeping previous candles low. So with that understanding, you know that we are going bullish. So now we want to look for this thing. So currently now we actually traded into this daily fair value gap and we respected it. So does that mean that we start buying? No, because now currently we have this opposing level. Like we can't start buying like lower time frames fair value gap. That's what I mean. Because we have this opposing fair value gap. It's still a valid fair value gap to take shots from. This particular one, this daily bag, is still valid fair value. So the only thing, the two things I want to see that we start creating maybe daily, then we create another fair value gap on the daily time frame. Yeah, then I take that level as like a level to buy from, or we start creating sorry or we start creating fair value gap above this daily bag, then I can start buying from that zone. I'm comfortable. But to take like maybe this fair value gap as like a POI or something is not a valid one. So it's as simple as, so I want to see either we create daily bullish fair value gap, or we start creating 4 hour bullish fair value gap above that resistance PGRA, yeah, that daily bag. So this is just all I'm expecting for this week. On last week we took like an L that distorted our psychology. Like, I've been thinking about it for so long, but I'm recovering. It was like an unexpected loss. It was not a loss that I planned for. It was, but what can I do? It's still trading. I need to always keep showing up. I need to keep playing my pattern over and over and over to be on the winning side. I can't just take one trade and lose and then be like, oh, the world is about to end. No? So just stick to the plan. So that is just it for today's weekly forecast, and I wish you guys like a profitable week ahead. So yeah.